My name is David, and I'm going to give you a brief summary about this week's topic and what we learned in the class. The topic was about word by heart. So the story begins. Tax collectors and other notorious sinners often came to listen to Jesus teach. This made the Pharisees and other religious teachers of the law complain that Jesus was associating with the sinners and even eating with them. Jesus then told them a story that if a man had 100 sheep and loses one, what could the man do? Won't she leave the 99 in the wilderness and go and search for the one which is lost until he finds it? And when he finds it, he rejoices and he carries it on his shoulders and goes home. When he arrives, he calls his friends and neighbors, saying, "Come, rejoice with me, for I have found my lost sheep." In the same way, there is much joy in heaven over one sinner who repents and turns to God than over 99 other righteous people who never strayed away. Oh, suppose there was a woman who have 10 silver coin and loses one. What she do? Won't she light a lamp and sweeps the entire house and search for it carefully until she finds it? And when she finds it, she rejoices and calls her friends and neighbors, saying, "Come, rejoice with me, for I have found my lost coin." In the same way, there is joy in heaven over one person who repents. Jesus explained further that there was a man who had two sons. The younger son said to the father, "Father, give me all the wealth that you have. Give me all the share of my wealth." The father accepted to divide his riches among his two sons. After a few days, the young son decided to pack all his belongings and went to a far distant country and spent all that he had on wild living. After he ran out of money, there is a great famine that spread over the land. Now the young man went and pursued a local farmer who hired him to feed pigs. So this man, as he feeds the pig, the food that the pigs eat looks very good to feed. The pond of it looks so good for him because he's so hungry. No one gave him anything to eat. Until when he came to his senses, he decided, "At my father's home, even the hard servant have enough food spare to eat. But I am here dying of hunger. I will go back home to my father and say, I have sinned against heaven and you, and I'm no longer worth to become your son. Hire me as one of your servants." So he began to go home. So as he's going home, when his father saw him from a distance, his father ran to him, embraced him, and then after embracing him, kissed him. But the young son said to the father, "Please forgive me, I'm not worthy to be called as your son. I've sinned before you and God." This story continues, but there's so much lesson to learn from this story. So the only thing that I learned from this story this week, that God never forgets us and forsakes us. He seeks for us like the lost son, and it's his responsibility to seek for us all in our life. Even if we sin against him, his love endures for us.